Hi, my name is Rish, and I'm 33 years of age, and I'm looking for the real one.
My name is Christian, I'm 33, and I'm looking for a real one.
So my name is Joshua, I'm 23 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
My name's Sean Paul, I'm 35 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, I'm Devin Henry, I'm 25, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Vince, I'm 29, and I'm looking for a real one that loves Jesus. Woo!
Hi, my name is Brett, and I'm looking for the real one.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Ball, and I'm 42 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. I am here with 8 very handsome gentlemen who are here looking for a real one in the city of Los Angeles. Now, as you may see, there are red flags on the table. There are 8 red flags on the table for the 8 gentlemen. As the wonderful young ladies, as the wonderful real ones enter into this space, if you see something you don't like, if they begin to say something you don't like, pull the red flag, wave it, and I will ask you why you're waving it, and that basically means that's not your real one. But if you don't pull a red flag and you keep progressing and progressing, that means that you want that real one to be your real one. Does that make sense, gentlemen? Does that make sense? All right, I only have one question. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That was kind of weak. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go for a real one number 1. Let's get ready for contestant number 1. Contestant number 1. Hello, would you stand on that yellow X for me? You can stand on that yellow X, and I'm going to stand next to you. That's wonderful. Would you please tell these wonderful gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Okay. So, like I said, my name's Kamarne. I'm a freelance photographer, and I'm 19 years old.
Wonderful. Okay. Would you tell them why you are a real one?
I kind of do everything for myself. I look for nothing but somebody else to pour into me emotionally. I feel like a lot of people are materialistic these days, and I'm more so like what you can do for me internally. You know, a lot of people aren't looking for happiness. I think they're looking for financial stability, and I feel like that's what makes me different because I'm stable on my own. I have my own apartment. I also have my own car, so I don't really need anything else from somebody else, but I need happiness, you know, and a lot of people don't bring that.
Wow. Wow. Very solid answer. Wow. Okay. Still no one has picked up a red flag, Martin, which is great news. So let's try this. What are 3 of your red flags? 3 things that someone may do in a relationship that you don't tolerate.
Constant arguing. Like, I feel like if you're not a man and you're not having the capability to problem solve and it doesn't get to the point where we're escalating and we're arguing at each other, that's like a problem for me. That shows like a lack of maturity, in my opinion, and a lot of people would like attack me for it, but that's the truth. And I think the second one would be like not be
There's no second one.
yeah, I think like that's really the main one for me. It's like being more yeah, you're right. I don't think there is a second one. There's no more after that. Like, I'm a very simple, reasonable person, so I'm not too complicated. That's pretty much it.
That's okay. All right. Still no red flag. So that means they're feeling you. That's a good thing. Let's go for our next question before I may have to throw it to them, or I might have to give you a red flag and you may have to start eliminating. But we can go for another question before that happens. What would you say are you looking for in a real one? In a man.
In a man.
In a
okay,
man.
emphasis on the man.
What are you looking for in a man?
Like, it's not age that makes a man. It's really like his mannerism that makes a man. I think that's something that I'm looking for is like ambition. I'm not asking you to be financially stable. You don't have to drive like the nicest
car. That mic too.
Sorry. You don't have to drive the nicest car, or you don't necessarily have to have the nicest house. Because me personally, I'm gonna be very transparent. Like, I have a studio apartment. It's very spacious, but it's to myself, and like I'm not asking you to have the finer things, but just like show up for yourself, you know. I think that's what makes a man. And show up for me. Like when I say I need you, be there. Because it might not be like, oh, I need you to fix a financial problem. I just might need you to just like I said, show up for me and be a man. Hold that space. And I think that's what I'm looking for. A man to hold that space. A lot of men can't do that. I think that they're very sensitive and what is the word that I'm looking for? Especially with my age, I don't know how old you guys are, but there's like definitely like a huge gap, and a lot of men are vulnerable to like folding into like how they feel in the moment versus like consoling a woman and just like understanding like she's a lady and sometimes I need to have those emotions. Just let me get them out.
I see. That was great. Okay, now I did see one individual did pull the red flag. Would you wave it for me just for the aesthetic? Just wave it. Just a little bit. And I like that. So tell us your name, your age, and what you do and why you're waving.
My name is DJ Ball. I'm from San Diego. I'm a lab technician. And be honest with you, love the way you carry yourself. First of all, first things first. That's why it was a slow wave.
Yeah.
Love the way you carry yourself. Love the swag, everything that you got going on, the skin tone. But my son is 20.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
So you get it, right?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a daughter too, and I don't play that old deuce. She bring home somebody my age, it's gonna be a problem. So
yeah, I get
just
it.
out of respect, you know what I mean? But I see why nobody else grab their flag. You got to get head on your shoulders.
I understand for sure.
And a lot of people need to listen to what you're saying, and it gives me hope for the future for my son because you know what I mean? Because you do seem to have a really good head on your shoulders.
Thank you.
So good luck with everything, but I'm out the game.
Oh, hold up. Wait, no, keep your flag. Keep your flag. Once you pull it, keep it. Now,
I'm a little too. It's my fault. I'm too seasoned.
So some people might have followed suit. I don't know why they're throwing. I did see Sean Paul. Would you share your name, your age, what you do, why you're throwing?
I'm Sean Paul. I'm 35. I'm an actor, and I love your mindset. I love everything about you. I feel like the difference in age is almost 20 years. So. You know, I don't think we have, other than photography, anything in common. But I love your mindset, and I hope that you really do find what you're looking for. Yeah.
Now, before we go to the other real one and ask why, are you okay with dating older gentlemen?
I am okay with dating older gentlemen. So like I said, it's not the age that makes a man. I feel like it's his mannerism.
Thank you for that.
And the way that he really carries himself. Like a lot of men these days don't know how to like be a man, and they complain about like the women, but there are women like me out here who still are able to cater to you in a certain way or in a certain desire in which you're sinking, but you have to hold that space, like I said, like, and it's not financially, like for me it's emotionally, like the way that you show up for me, because a lot of men are very absent these days.
Fact.
So,
all right.
It's not about age. Like,
okay. I love that. And I think that's very valid. Now, would you share, you pulled a red flag, name, age, what you do, and why you're throwing?
All right. My name is Devin Henry. I am 25. I work at Chick-fil-A. I'm a manager there.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I love Chick-fil-A.
And tell us why you're throwing.
Main reason, honestly, maturity aspect of it, 100%. You're there. I think other than that, I think it's just the age. I'm 25. I like to drink a lot.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You're 25 and you're telling me that.
But let him explain. Let him explain. No, you're good. You're good.
I like to drink a lot. So, like me going out every weekend, I'm going out, I'm drinking. Unfortunately, you have a fake. I 100% appreciate the fakes, but still, I think it's just like I said, if you were 21, easy. Easy, but
all right.
It's just that age range there.
Okay.
Maturity, 100%.
Thank you, Devin. We did get another red flag. Would you share your name, your age, what you do, why you're throwing?
I'm Brett. I'm 33. I'm project manager in the HVAC industry, and I think that it's kind of the same thing here, that it really is kind of an age thing. But as they've all said, your maturity and the way you carry yourself, couldn't ask for something better, honestly. Like, that's what a lot of women should strive to think, like, honestly.
Yeah.
So it is kind of the age thing and phases of life type of deal. But again,
it's understood.
You're gotta be very lucky to have someone that has a mindset like yours.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's sweet. Thank you.
Now it looks like Vince, you have a question. You haven't got your red flag, or are you grabbing a red flag?
Like, because I slow down, but no, I
Oh, okay.
I don't. No.
Would you share your name and make sure you use the mic? Share your name, age, what you do, and why you're pulling a red flag.
No, so my name is Vince. I'm 29 and I'm an engineer. I waived it. It's mostly due to the age. Like I'm 29. I think 10 is a bit too much for me, but you definitely carry yourself well. And like I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, sorry, but you carry yourself well, and I like that you focus on the internal rather than like the material stuff. So God bless.
Awesome.
You're very kind though. I have a very strong ego, so it like takes a lot to hurt my feelings.
Okay. That's how you're like, I was like, oh man.
You're too awesome. They couldn't touch you. Yeah. Now we do have 3 that have not thrown red flags. I still see 3 red flags on the table. So Christian, Rish, and Joshua have not thrown red flags. Now, do you have a question?
Yeah, I have one question. You said you don't like to argue.
I'm not very argumentative because I'm an introvert.
Would you say you're like kind of toxic a little bit?
Now, it depends on like the aspect in which you view it. Like if you view silence as toxic, then maybe, I guess. But like sometimes I feel like if it's not the right time to approach things, I won't say anything because I feel like things have to wait until later. Like everything doesn't have to be said right then and there. So if I'm feeling emotions, I feel like a lot of men don't know how to like hear a woman out, and then things escalate.
That's maturity.
So
right
I
there.
feel like there's a time and a place for everything, and that's what like might come off as like she doesn't care, you know. But I do care. I just feel like this is really the wrong time for this.
Right. You kind of like hold back a little bit.
Yeah.
Formulate
Yeah.
everything. Okay.
Oh, so you want? Oh, all right. The perfect answer. No. Hey. Share your name, name, age, what you do, and why you pulled a red flag.
My name's Joshua. I'm 23. I do a little bit.
Explains a lot. Sorry.
I'm also a Virgo too.
I'm so sorry.
I'm a Virgo too, so I love to argue. I find it like fun, not like in a weird way where
Like
I'm
a debate. You like a debate.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Really? Oh, okay. Damn.
You probably
Yeah, I love to
should put that flag down.
Do you want to? I mean,
'Cause
okay.
if you want challenge, I can give you that. But me personally, like on a good day, nah. Like we just got done having a good brunch. We just left. Like we going to the house. I'm good. We gonna wait till we get to the house. Now, when we get to the house, if you want a good debate, I could really give that to you. Because I'm from New York, like I said, it's in my main naturally. Like I said,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Jamaican Hills, born and raised.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can give that to you if that's what you want, but there's a time and a place, you know. And I feel like a lot of men can't really like differentiate when it's a time and a place. I'm not about to argue with you at a mall or we're out to eat. I don't think that it's the right time for that because I feel like I'm a lady. I should present myself as such despite like who I am. I should not argue in a public place with a man.
Okay.
I don't feel like I should be seen in public arguing with my partner.
Got it. So
I
you want
respect
to?
that. You know, can I put this down?
Yes, you can put it back. Now you get one chance to retract. So I don't. Is anyone else retracting or? Okay. So after all that thorough, wonderful, real one connecting, I think unless you have an essential question or Rich has an essential question, I might have to give her a red flag and she may have to eliminate one of the 3. But it looks like you have a question.
I do have a question.
So share your name, age, and your question.
My name is Christian. I'm 33. The question is, what is a woman supposed to do in a relationship?
Okay, so in my opinion, I feel like a woman is supposed to pick up where a man falls short. I feel like a lot of women feel like since it's a man, they don't have to like, oh, when he's, you know, it's a day where he's feeling the 20% and you're feeling the 80%, you don't have to like meet him in the middle or even meet him more than halfway because he's having a hard day. I feel like a lot of women fold in that aspect. And since men are the providers, I feel like you really need to be there on the days where it's hard for him, you know, because it can be hard. Like having to come up with the answers all day, every day, and like be the provider and like make sure everyone else is okay, you and your family. Emphasis on the you as well. So like it can be a lot at the end of the day, and I feel like that's the job as a woman. Also, the regular cooking and cleaning and like the food and laundry and shit like that. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
But like the regulars. Other than that though, like
I think she answered your question perfectly. I don't know where you came from. Wow. He can't. Okay. So that answered your question. Okay.
I hope you did. I'm
Rich,
so
do you have a question by chance? Share your name, age, and your question.
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age and I look 18. Just kidding. I have a question for you regarding your photography. What kind of photography do you do, and like, what's your genre? You do wild photography, you do portraits. I want to know about your passion. What do you do,
Okay, so that's actually a really good question. Nobody asked me.
Thank you.
I actually do lifestyle and street photography predominantly for fun. For money financially, I do a lot of like brand shoots and brand apparel, things like that. I'm also getting into weddings, still kind of a newbie in that category.
Would you do a shoot with me? Would you do a shoot with me?
Absolutely, yeah. For sure. I'm
Okay,
here for
cool.
marketing purposes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I just want to be really respectful, but I don't want to be respectful because this is a ego massage red flag. But you're not the kind of girl I'm looking for, but you're everything I would want in a friend. So I don't want to give you a red flag. I want you to give me a red flag because,
That's so respectful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to pull it then.
I respect that.
And you can wave that
Because
for him.
Because you said your ego, I want to massage your ego today.
Okay, thank
Wow.
you. I appreciate that
Gentlemen.
because I'm very ego humble. So thank you for giving me a chance to turn somebody down. Not him.
So here we go. So we've got to make a decision because you've given us some great real insight, and which is remarkable for your age and just how awesome you are. So you have two real ones here. Unless they both ask questions. Are you reaching or?
I do have to reach.
Okay, so
It'd be like that sometimes.
take it. So one more time. I think you already shared your name, but name, age, what you do, and why you're waving a red flag.
So, I'm just gonna wave a little bit.
Yeah.
So my name is Christian. I'm 33. So the reason why I'm waving the red flag is to their point. You're very mature for your age. I think certain parts of your worldview may need a little bit more tweaking, a little bit more experience. I can't see how at 19 you have this overly broad generalization of men, because if I had said women as many times as you had said it, you probably would have thrown the red flag as well. Because I agree, men these days are sensitive. I'm with that, but I think that's for me to say, not necessarily for you to push as much. So
Right, like my perception doesn't really it's not really the best judgment because I'm not a man. So I understand.
Everything you're saying is true. The passion behind it, beautiful. The conviction behind it is beautiful. I just think that, as
I'm also bisexual, by the way. I feel like I didn't disclose that. I feel like I didn't disclose that I also date women. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's not like me attacking men, but I definitely get what you're saying.
No,
Understood.
I honestly think that you're honestly at your age, it would be hard to find somebody that is able to understand what you're able to articulate. I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing and a challenge. Thank you, though.
So, all right, you kept your red flag. Now, it appears one individual has kept the flag on the table. Now, I'm not going to force you to do anything too crazy yet in terms of coming up here and getting a real one and y'all heading out for a date. Do you have another essential question that could determine you coming up here and snagging a real one?
Yeah. How long have you been doing photography for?
So I'm self-taught. I've been doing it since I was in my 11th grade of high school. So
like a year ago?
No, I've graduated high school a year and a half now. So about like 2-3 years.
2-3. Okay. Cool.
Wow. Okay.
I'm Billboard sponsored though. I do have a sponsorship.
Congratulations.
In Baltimore City. Yeah, so I do still get my work posted from Los Angeles. I just have to submit my work. So I'm still active in the field though. But I'm self-taught.
That's awesome.
Do you have an essential question for Joshua? If not, I might have to have him come up here and...
Yeah, sorry. What do you do? Again?
I do a little bit of everything. So I work for Celsius, the energy drink people. I do modeling, and I'm also a cook too.
Okay, so culinary art.
Mm-hmm.
You said the energy
Celsius, yeah, the energy drink.
They're really addictive.
Yeah, they are. They're like cracking a can. Yeah.
They're really addictive.
It's bad.
Cracking a can.
Lawsuit soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like for sure.
But no, I mean it's cool though. It's fun. I'm always meeting new people. Always outside.
Are you from LA?
Yeah, I'm from LA.
Okay.
But I will say I hate it here.
Ooh. You're from Los Angeles?
Yeah.
What part?
Downtown LA.
Oh.
I'm a
wow.
city boy.
I was feeling a connection, but so tell us why you're waving the flag.
So like,
Why are you waving the flag? She's from the East Coast. She's from New York. Why are you waving?
so like, I've just had my own personal experience with the elephant. There's nothing wrong with you guys, but I feel like y'all have gotten caught up in the facade of like where you guys are at. Same thing for New York. Like that's why I left there, because too many people got caught up in the fact like, woo, I'm in New York fucking city, and it's like your priorities, like your ambition, it kind of all dies when all you want to do is like get soaked up in where you're from. And I don't want to make that assumption about you, but like.
So do you want to ask him?
I'm looking at his jewelry.
Do I look like a city boy?
You look like a city boy, and like, no offense, but like, I like guys that like. I don't know.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's what makes me miss with like a lot of guys my age. Like don't get me wrong, you're very attractive and you're very appealing, but I feel like that's the problem. Like I feel like you won't be able to tell other women no. And I feel like it's just gonna be a waste of my womanhood.
Okay. Well, then that means that all the red flags technically were waved. You waved one on Joshua.
I'm so sorry.
I do still want us to clap it up because this is a real one. Can we clap it up for her? Oh my God. Oh my God. I thank you for coming out. I will take your flag. I'll take your mic. You are amazing, though. So thank you for being a real one. We might have to have you back on the couch one of these days because you deserve a real one. Clap it up one more time for her, gentlemen. Thank you. You can head out that way. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Let's get ready for contestant number 2. Wow. After that one. Oh, my God. All right. Let's get ready for contestant number 2. Come on in. Would you do me the honor of standing on that yellow X? Stand on that yellow X for me. Thank you so very much. Wonderful. I would like for you to share your name, your age, and what you do.
Hi, I'm Jaela. I'm a registered nurse. I'm 38.
Wonderful. Okay. No red flags yet, so they like that response. Let's try this. Why are you a real one? What makes you a real one?
I want a man because I want a man, not because I need a man, but I desire him to be there. So that's why I feel I'm a real one.
I love that. Okay, let's go for this. What are 3 of your red flags that you don't tolerate in a relationship?
Unbelief in God. Unbelief in God would be something I won't tolerate in a relationship. Number 1. The normal stuff, lying, cheating. That's 3.
Okay, yeah. Unbelief in God, lying, cheating. I did see one flag get thrown. Can you wave it just for the aesthetic? Now, would you tell us your name, your age, what you do, and why you're waving?
My name is Brett. I'm 33. I'm a project manager in the HVAC industry. So with you wanting someone that is religious, I'm not, and so I wouldn't be able to provide you that spirituality within the relationship.
I respect it.
All right. All right. Now, we don't have any other red flags thrown yet, so let me ask you this. What are you looking for in a man? So it could be the inverse of your red flags or something a little different. What are you looking for in a real one?
A leader. Somebody that I can feel free to follow, that I'm not scared to follow. A man.
Awesome. Okay. No red flags yet. I'm going to ask one more question, and then I might have to offer her a red flag, and she may have to start eliminating based off appearance or what she may see. I want to just go for this question, a pretty controversial one. Children. Do you have children?
I absolutely have children.
Okay.
I technically have 3 total, but 2 are like my best friends now because they're grown. They're 20 and they're 18, so they're not really children, but I have a 5-year-old son.
Okay. Now, I did see Sean pulled up a red flag. Would you tell us your name, your age, and why you're waving the red flag?
My name is Sean Paul Costello. I'm an actor and a producer, and I just want to have kids of my own and not start with somebody else's already. That's all. And it has nothing to do with you. Best of luck.
I understand it. Absolutely.
Okay. No other red flags thrown yet. Do you want more children, Jaela?
Do I want more children? Someone's like, do you really want more kids? No, I don't want more children. Will I have more children? Can I have more children? Under the right circumstances, yes. But I wouldn't be like, here, let's have all these kids. No.
Okay, very fair. All right. I do want to offer maybe one or two real ones to ask an essential question that may determine whether you want to get with this real one or maybe your response will not please her. So does anybody have an essential? All right.
I have an essential question.
Name, age, and your question.
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age, and I have a question for you regarding your lifestyle. Since you have 3 kids, and they both live with you, or they live somewhere else? They live with you. They live with you.
They live with me. I have a 7-bedroom
So-
house. I have plenty of room.
No, I respect that.
You said 7 bedrooms? I might have to move it. Okay. All right. 7 bed. Okay.
So my question is, my lady, is that how do you manage your time? Because being a nurse, I have friends who are nurse, and you guys are doing a thankless job for 12 hours every day. So first of all, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you.
And how would you make time? Like when you get off for work, I know it's a hard shift. How would you make time? Not just for any of one of us, just for you.
I hear you.
Also.
How do we make time for anything we want? You make time for what you want. If you want it, you make time for it, as anything in life.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
One more essential question before I give Jayla a red flag, and she has to start eliminating you gentlemen. Anybody else?
I got a question.
Okay. Name, age, and your question.
My name is Devin Henry. I'm 25 years old. My question is, do you have a cutoff for how young you would date?
That's a very good question.
Devin, taking that I have a 20-year-old son, yeah, I got to cut off. I say it has to be over 30.
Has to be over 30. Okay, so we do have, All right, well, we'll start with Vince. Name, age, and why you're waving a red flag.
Oh, yeah. Hi, my name is Vince. I'm 29. I'm an engineer, and it's the different life stages, but you present yourself very well, and God bless.
Awesome. All right, and then Mr. Henry, name, age, and why you're waving?
Just the age range.
Okay.
Beautiful woman. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a nurse. Got a couple of nurses in the family, so I appreciate you.
Awesome. All right, Rish, you did pull a red flag. Just again, name, age, and why you pulled a red flag.
My name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age. My reason to raise a red flag was just love has no age, my lady. What if you find love in a 60-year-old man or a 20?
Oh, I thought he said 6'2".
60.
I was like,
60.
A minor.
60. Or a 23-year-old guy, you know?
Yeah.
Man
The
is a
difference is
man.
when I see a man that looks young to me, he reminds me of my son. And if you remind me of my son, I'm now disgusted because I'm not into anything like that. So it's not your age per se. I guess if you were a young man who looked older and portrayed yourself as older, but like when I see these young men, like I see my son. And so that's the difference.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Awesome. And we got another red flag. Can you say name, age, and
Yeah,
why?
so my name's Joshua. I'm 23. And I think you're doing the Lord's work by being an RN, so thank you. And for me, it was just the age thing. You know, I'm 23. I'm still outside.
I will ask, would you, if that was not a requirement on her part, would you have pursued this cougar, perhaps?
Not the cougar, John. Not
I mean,
the cougar.
When you said a 7-bedroom house, I was like, huh. That's
Keep
pretty
that
cool.
flag. Keep that flag. 'Cause it was,
I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. But I don't think I can go over 24, 25.
So you wouldn't want an older baddie.
No, but you look great. You're killing the game. You're killing it.
Okay. All right. Well, it appears that 2 flags have not been thrown. That's from Christian and Cornell, C and C. So what I want to do to start to narrow it down, perhaps, is see if either of you have an essential question for Jaela.
Yeah.
Share your name, age, and question.
Got you. My name is Christian. I'm 33. I work in defense. Question.
Her beauty's catching you off guard.
Oh, you mentioned earlier an unbelief in God. Does that mean like a strict? You mean like atheist, or just they're not Christian at all? Like, do they, or sorry, whatever with your religions? Can they have that, like, I get where you're coming from, but it may not be the right thing for me, but I'm willing to appreciate where you're coming from, and if you want those values in the house, are you willing to go that route, or is it that person has to be religious?
So, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Right.
Amen.
My all in all, my alpha, my omega, my in between, my everything. So, that being said, since he's such a big part of my life, if you didn't believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, our household cannot be combined, because I need you to raise our kids this way. I need your wakenings, your goings to sleep. So, like, what would Jesus have me do in this situation? So, you can believe in a higher power, yes, because spirituality is big. And I feel like in the big scheme of things, like, a lot of people are believing in the same thing, just a different name for it. But I need my household to be Jesus.
That's fair.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
It more than answers my question.
Okay.
You have to wave the flag. It's unfortunate.
We'll grab it and wave, and then tell us why you're waving.
I'm waving the red flag only because it is that important to you.
Yeah.
I have, a son of my own, and there are definitely values I do want in the house. Not that they're not Christian values. I do believe in Christian values, but I understand how much having those values and instilling them on your children is important to you, or just important to parents in general. And I wouldn't necessarily want to detract from the mission that you're trying to go down. I think it's a beautiful thing. Like they've all said, I definitely think you're doing the Lord's work. Very appreciated what you do. I just don't want to detract from your overall mission.
I agree. I respect it.
All right. So it appears we only have one red flag that has not been waved. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Now, to narrow it down, though, do you have an essential question for Jaela?
I would say, so we got all these red flags, right? I wanted to know, what green flags do you see in a man which would make you want to pursue him or let him pursue you? What green flags, what signs does a man show you to make you say to yourself, this is somebody I want to give an opportunity to? Green flags.
Like I said, Jesus, number one.
Because I kind of asked, but it's okay.
Right. But number two, I feel like when you see the man, you'll recognize him. That he'll be that leader, that confidant, that friend from the beginning, the things that you need him to be. And I feel like you'll recognize it in a man. So green flags would be, that.
All right.
I appreciate that. You said something very powerful when you first came up here. I actually said a lot that I don't want a woman that I feel like I need, because I've been by myself. I raised my son for the last 5 years by myself. So I've always had a household of my own and did everything on my own. So I always felt like if I ever was with a woman at this point, it would have to be somebody I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that, and I think that's rare for somebody to feel like that, because a lot of people feel like they need something. I'm good where I'm at. I'm single and I make my own money. I can cook, I can clean, I can do all that stuff for myself. But to have somebody that I feel like I want there is a big deal. So when you said that, it kind of stood out to me. So I appreciate it.
So we doing this? So we doing this or not?
We doing this.
Let's
Oh, wow. Oh, all right. Well, hey, you can drop your mic. You can come next to me. Wow, because if we doing this, do you have any questions for him or you?
Ready to go.
Let me come stand next to me. Come stand next to me right here, Mr. Cornell. Do you have a final question for Cornell?
I already asked it.
Well, do you have a final question for Jaela?
Do you want to go out?
Yes, no, or maybe yes.
All right.
Circle.
Well, then my final question is, do we feel this could be a real one connection?
Yeah, anything is possible. Kevin Garnett.
Do you feel this could be a real?
Sure.
All right, then can we clap it up, because we got a green flag. We got a green flag. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna take that mic. Y'all could exit out that way and possibly go plan y'all date. So exit out that door. Oh wow. Oh man. Clap it up for him, y'all. We got him a real one. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, let's get ready for contestant number 3 after that. I'm excited. Wow. Let's get ready for contestant number 3. Hello there. Would you stand on that yellow X for me? Would you go ahead and stand on that yellow X? Would you please share your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jasmine. I'm 26 years old, and I work for a union.
Amazing. Okay. Would you share this? What makes you a real one, Jasmine? What makes you the real MVP?
I guess, I'm just authentically myself, and I don't really care what people think. Even if that means like being weird. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I don't see any red flags thrown yet. That's a good sign, by the way. What are 3 red flags that you have when it comes to a relationship? If your partner, someone you're talking to does these things, it's a no-go.
So if he doesn't want me like doing my makeup or getting dressed up or hanging out with my friends, to me that's like a red flag, because why do you want to keep me as your prisoner, you know? So those are some of my red flags.
Okay. Do you have any others that you want to share, or that's like the main one? You want to go out and turn up?
I guess like those are my main ones.
Okay. All right. Let's go for one more question before we maybe turn it to the guys to ask you a question. What are you looking for in a man? What are you looking for that really draws you near to the one you want?
I like, I want someone who's like a gentleman and who really just allows me to rest in my feminine energy and likes to go out and have fun. I like going to rooftops. I like going to the beach. I'm all about, you know, spas. That's what I like.
Okay. We did have one real one get a red flag. Would you share your name, your age, and why you're waving?
My name's Sean Paul. I'm an actor and a producer. I'm 35. I'm not that big of a partier anymore. You know, I was a bartender for a very long time. I'm not trying to do rooftops and spend my nights where I used to work. So, yeah.
I will ask this. Before she said those things, were you feeling, Jasmine, was she your type?
There was always a possibility.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Might start throwing that question around because I think that's interesting. But you're good. Okay, thank you, Sean Paul. We don't have any other red flags pulled yet. Do you have anything else that you're looking for in a man, or are we ready to?
I like someone who works out, who has like, you know, a spiritual side. I'm all about self-care, meditating and all that. So that's what I like.
Okay, I did have 2 red flags on. Let's start right here. Name, age, and why you're waving the red flag.
Hi, my name's Joshua. I'm 23, and for me, it was just like the meditating thing, self-care. I agree for sure. You definitely have to take care of yourself, but well, can I ask you, like, how often do you do that?
So
every day?
No, I don't do it every day. I feel like I should. I used to do it every day, but I want to start doing it like in the mornings when I wake up, and usually like at night before I fall asleep. Why don't you meditate? I'm just curious.
I just feel like there's not enough time. There's so much going on in the world. Like, stuff is always happening outside, especially here in LA. Like, if I just don't like to just stay put, I'm always on the go. So that's like my biggest thing. I just don't have time to do it.
I mean, you know, we're all busy people. I kind of see why you say that. But I feel like when you wake up in the mornings, you should at least like be grateful for life, you know? You don't necessarily have to spend like 30 minutes with frequencies and all that, or positive affirmations, whatever, how people meditate. But it's like you wake up, it's like, wow, I'm alive. I'm grateful for everything. And when you're asleep, it's like, today was a good day. Whether it was a bad day, you still, like, there were lessons learned, and you can even meditate like with that, you know, just like reflecting. That's what I'm about.
Did that change your mind, that meditation speech?
Whatever, you know?
No, I mean, I feel like for me, it doesn't, like, I don't have to think about that. I'm always like in a good mood. I mean, so I agree with you like 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's okay. All right. Fine. But thank you for sharing that, Jasmine. Now, Brett, you also, would you share your name, your age, and why you waved?
I'm Brett, I'm 33, and the reason that I waved my flag is because I'm not really a spiritual person, so I just don't feel like I feel able to bring that into a relationship. But I do think that balance and everything is extremely important. I don't do traditional meditation, but like martial arts is my way of doing that. So I do totally agree with that aspect. It's just I'm not that spiritual.
It's all good. It's not for everybody. Are you religious? Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay.
To each their own.
Yes, absolutely. But you still have some that must be feeling you because they haven't pulled the red flag yet. So I want to throw it to the gentlemen that have not thrown a red flag. Do you have an essential question to ask Jasmine to maybe determine whether you want to throw a red flag or maybe she will? Any question, any essential? Yes. Name, age, and... okay. Vince first. Okay. Name, age, and your question.
So, hi, my name is Vince. I'm 29, engineer. Are you pro-life or pro-choice?
Pro-choice.
All right. Why are you waving?
Because I am pro-life.
Okay.
But God bless anyway, and thank you for coming on.
Awesome. Okay, hold on to your red flag. Hold on to your red flag. Okay, now Devin, you had a question. Name, age, and your question.
My name is Devin Henry. I'm 25. My question is: you mentioned that you don't want to be held a prisoner by your significant other. Is it the same way on the other end? So if I wanted to go out with my friends, would you have a problem with that?
I wouldn't. I mean, it just depends on like what you do with your friends. You know, like if you go to the strip club, hey, at least take me.
So
I want to feel like I'm him too.
I appreciate that. I'm a raver. Does that
Oh, okay.
coincide there too as
I
well?
mean, I've been to a rave like maybe 2 times.
Okay.
And it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I mean, whoa, this is too much for me. The music, the lights, I was just like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Huh?
It's not for everybody.
It's not. So I was like, I don't really want to rave again.
Yeah.
So you pulled the red flag. Why are you pulling the red flag?
I'm a raver. I'm a hardcore raver.
With those kind of substances?
No, of course not. Looks in camera.
Please edit that out.
No, but it's the music. I love the music, you know, no matter what. And it's if someone can't appreciate that or understand it, then I can't do it, you know?
It's all good. Everyone has different styles
Yeah.
of what they want.
I also don't like the beach. You said the beach earlier, and I was trying to push that aside, but I hate the beach.
He tried to look past it. That's
I love water.
Now, Rich, you also can you grab your mic and share your name, your age, and why you're waving?
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age. And the reason I put the red flag was just not feeling the vibe. Everything else is great about you.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, very valid. Okay, we still have 2 that have not thrown red flags, it looks like. Oh, so we need to remove one. We only have 1. Can you share your name, your age, and do you have a question for Jasmine?
I do. My name is Christian. I'm 33. Like what my man said over here, it does seem like a lot of your priorities lie outside of the house. Wanting to hang out with friends. I'm at the point in my life where if someone has a lot of friends, they're not doing their mindsets in the wrong direction, right? So you said you were how old?
26.
26. So how long do you think that that's gonna kind of continue on in your life? Do you plan on partying for a long time? Like when do you plan on pivoting and bringing the priorities more home?
So like hanging out with friends doesn't necessarily mean going out to parties. It's like, I think you're like us as humans, we crave social interactions. So that doesn't necessarily mean being outside on the weekends. Like I like going to rooftop dinners. I like going to rooftop pools. When I meant rooftops, like I like to actually go tan, you know, relax. I do that by myself. And sometimes if I like have people that want to hang out, we'll go get drinks and things like that. But I hope like I never stop enjoying my life and doing fun things like that. So there was a point where I was just staying home all the time, and it's like, okay, how much longer am I going to stare at the wall and reflect on my day? Like I want to go do something. So yeah, that's how I see it.
Okay.
Do you have another question, Christian, or do you?
Do you have kids?
Sorry?
Do you have kids?
No,
Do you have patience?
I do, but that's why I don't want kids.
There it is.
Oh, so tell us why you're waving your red flag.
So I'm waving the red flag because I am a father, and my son is autistic. So he
Oh.
requires an extra amount of patience,
Okay.
an extra amount of care. And if you're already going into the idea of I don't want kids, my son's the one thing I can't compromise on.
Of course, I get
I
it.
do like everything about you, though. The voice, stance, the body, the outfit, the hair.
It's all good.
It's everything.
Now,
it's just the child.
With him sharing that information, Jasmine, could you have the patience to? You wouldn't compromise, would it? How would you handle his son? I mean, you don't know much about him, but from what he just
Yeah.
shared.
No, like I love kids, but I don't want my own kids, you know, because I know like I'm Mexican, so I raise like 30 of my cousins.
Right, yeah,
and my mom has a daycare.
Wow.
So I like still, you know, like I would help her out with the daycare, and it's like I don't want to change diapers. I don't want to smell this anymore. Like I just want to, like I enjoy kids, and then it's like you can go back to your parents because
No,
I want to relax.
I understand that completely.
So
that kind of comes with the territory of having a child. I wouldn't want to date a woman with a child and be like, "That's your kid, not mine." Like, I would
I
have
feel it.
to-
I feel it though. You want like a family.
Right, I do want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried because you were
I
feeling
respect it.
everything else. I
I
tried.
respect it.
I tried. I
Each their
tried.
own.
Well, it looks like all of our red flags have been taken, but you are a real one, Jasmine. So can we clap it up for this real one,
so
please?
sweet.
Can we clap it up?
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I will take your mic. You can head out that way, but we sure do appreciate you for coming out, Jasmine. Thank you. Clap it up one more time for her as she exits. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. Now let's get ready for our next contestant. Hello there. Would you stand on that yellow X for me? Thank you so much. Stand on that yellow X. And I would like for you to share your name, your age, and what you do.
My name is Lori. I work for the military. I'm an event manager, so I set up dental and medical clinics so the service members can go through all their services before they can get deployed.
Awesome. Okay. They're feeling you. See, they haven't even thrown a red flag. You're doing all that. Now, would you share this? What makes you a real one? What makes you a catch?
What makes me the real one? Because I'm a real person. I'm real. I'm honest. I love life. I'm independent. I'm spontaneous. I love life. I'm adventurous. It's just me and my dog on this crazy journey of mine. I moved here spontaneously to Southern California, just us. My family relocated to Idaho, and I just wanted to do something different. I didn't know a single person down here, and I bought a place in Palm Springs, and I'm building a life there.
Awesome. Okay. No red flags yet. So I'm going to ask one more question. Well, maybe one more, maybe two, maybe three. What are three of your red flags when it comes to a relationship? If your partner does one of these three things or multiple of them, it's a no-go.
Poor hygiene is my number one. Bad breath. It's a big no-no. Insecurity. I don't need to hear that you need validation. That is a huge turnoff. And disrespectful. Being disrespectful.
Okay. We did have one waving the red flag. Would you share your name, your age, and why you're waving?
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm 33. So I think that it's very important to validate your partner. It's the same reason why when we see someone wearing a veteran's hat, we go to them and we say thank you for your service, because the idea of being validated is something that I firmly feel is extremely important. I served in the military myself. I do work hard. I do have a roof over my own head. You're independent as well. So when it comes to me, I do want to hear almost consistently, because I'm going to do the same thing for my partner. Hey, you look good today. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, let's do this. Damn, you did that better than anyone else. My love language primarily is words of affirmation. That doesn't sound like, but let me rephrase that, doesn't sound like, but it doesn't seem like that's very important to you. Or am I?
Do you want to clarify, Lauren?
I guess, no, I do want to clarify. It's not how I meant it, because that is important to me, because I do feel that it's important that it is important to compliment your partner and to make them feel good. But I guess where I was coming from is someone that is constantly doing it in a negative manner.
So you're retracting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Okay.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
I thought it was very.
No.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you're supposed to do type shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very fair. All right. So no red flags. You don't need to be nervous. Let me I might have to throw it to the guys, but I do want to ask another essential question, which kind of really makes people make up their mind. Religion or politics? Do either of those things play a part in your life, or do you want someone that's very religious, political, or the opposite, not religious, not political?
I do think it's important. It doesn't play a huge role in my life. I do believe that everyone has their own beliefs. I am friends with people that are in all political parties, different religions, and as long as they don't try to change my beliefs and they do believe in something, I think that's what's the most important thing is.
And does that go for both politics and religion?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Very good. Wow, still no red flags. Man, they're loving you. Okay. We got a red flag. Name, age, and why you're waving.
I'm Brett. I'm 33.
Hi.
And it came with the belief thing that you're saying is as long as they believe in something, and it sounded like that had to do with spirituality, and I'm not really a spiritual person. So even though you're saying it's not a huge part of your life, I don't have really any aspect of that.
Did you want someone to have some spiritual aspect, or do they not
did I
have to?
misunderstand?
It doesn't really matter to me, I guess I should say.
Like it's not a need.
It's not a need.
It's not even.
No.
So if you're not spiritual,
Use your mic
Correct.
if you're going.
So if you're not spiritual, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Does that still work for you, Brett, or you want to keep your red flag? I'll keep it. Okay.
He wants
very
to
good.
keep it.
He wants to
It's
keep it.
okay.
Okay, but the
No
others
disrespect.
are not pulling it. Let's go with this then. I think we got to start to narrow it down because they must be feeling you. You're pretty awesome. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a red flag. You can ask them an essential question before you eliminate two based off what you have heard, what you haven't heard, what you've seen. Do you have a question to narrow it down, or do you already know, hey, I want to eliminate this one out the gate?
Do I have to ask? Do I ask anyone?
You can ask
a
probably
question?
all of them, unless it's like one you're really thinking is extra hot and it's like, hey, I just want to get down, cut to the chase, serious. But if you have one for all of them, that would be best.
I want to know everyone's core values, starting with you.
Okay, and we'll keep it short and sweet. Just give her the values.
Can you just be a tad more specific?
Sure.
Do you mean values in terms of what pushes them every day, what motivates them in terms of
Yes.
family, in terms of like values in terms of
What
is most
motivates
important to you to
you?
live your daily life?
Yes. Correct.
I think that it's just kind of respecting where I came from
Mhm.
and just trying to make sure that my son that I have has, that he has what people would consider a better life, right?
Okay.
I was blessed with a large family, so I have a very family-centric view of things. I don't do things if I think my mom wouldn't be proud of it, kind of things like that. So
Mhm.
definitely family, definitely doing things that I love, and really not having. I try to be as independent as possible, but I do like the concept of dependence. So I would say that family-centric focus would be mine.
Okay. Next, name, age, and core values.
So my name is Vince, 29, engineer. So my core values would be like a planet, like revolving sun. So number 1 is God, like the center. Number 2, family. Number 3 is friends and career, and then everything else, it really doesn't matter all that much. So that would be like me as a soul. That would be it.
Okay. Next, name, age, core values.
My name is Devin. I'm 25. I would say care for all. I always put everyone else before myself. So I always want to make sure that other people are good to where they are at,
Mhm.
especially my significant other. So.
Okay.
Rish, name, age, and your core values.
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33, and my core values. So I come from a country where we are raised with at least 7 religions.
Mhm.
So Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, and tribal. Plus, we have 26 different languages that we speak. So for me, to have a core value, to say in a sentence would be not right. But yes, I can say that God, any religion is the same for me. All the holy books say the same thing. So
Mhm.
everything is foundational, how you've been brought up. So core value does not mean, for me, it does not mean that how you dress up or which car you drive or how cool you are. It just means how kind you are, because kindness does not attract people. Kindness attract God. So for me, my core value is kindness. Thank you.
Good answer.
Awesome. And now Brett, pull the red flag. We won't go to him. Show name, age, and your core values.
No core values.
My name is Sean Paul. I'm 35. My core values are actually similar. Be kindness. I want to be like this generation's Mr. Rogers. I want to help children that fall through the cracks. I want to be a light in the otherwise dark world. and whatever that means for that day, whether it's help someone disabled across the street or give someone that's hungry $1, it changes daily for me.
Love that. Okay. And last but certainly not least, name, age, and core values.
My name is Joshua. I'm 23, and I was trying to think as we all went around, and I'll say, gosh, that's a hard question. I mean, definitely just treat people with kindness for sure, but I also don't really feel like going above and beyond, because I've done that before, like when I was a bit younger, and I mean that was like 3 years ago, but
still count.
It kind of didn't really get me anywhere. So now I'm kind of just like in a sink or swim kind of mindset. Like everyone else can just figure it out because I'm figuring it out myself too. So I think that's pretty much it.
Yes, absolutely. Lori, they answered your questions pretty effectively. Now, you can wave your red flag based on what you've heard. If there is, you got to eliminate 2.
I have to eliminate 2.
Unless you have one final little quick question that could kind of narrow it down, but it's got to be like a 1-word answer. If not, then you got to eliminate 2.
Okay.
If that's too tough for you, I can ask a question, but we got to start to narrow it down. Okay, children. Do you want children? Well, first of all, do you have children?
I do not have children.
Do you want children?
I'm not opposed.
Okay. Okay, no one's pulling red flags for that. Age. What? In the beginning, you didn't share your age. What is your
I did
age?
not share my age. I'm 37.
Okay. So if we can go through the ages one more time to just refresh her memory, does age matter to you? Are you willing to date 18, 19, 20, 21, 22?
No.
Okay, so let's go through it. Let's start with Joshua. Age.
You're 23.
I'm 23, so...
Is that a red flag for you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And just for confirmation, why is that a red flag?
Because you're 23 and you still need time to figure out who you are. You're not going to really know who you are until about 28, 30 years old.
Okay.
That's fair.
Real quick, do you know who you are?
Well,
what's my name again?
you know what I mean? Because like you go through, you won't be the same person in 5 years you are right now. You're going to be a different person.
Right.
Will you be the same person in 5 years?
No.
Okay. So I think we're all growing. I love older
We're
women.
all growing.
But anyway.
Well, that's what we're meant to do,
I
right?
love old women. I love old women. Next, your age.
35.
Okay.
That's okay for you. Rush?
18.
You're
33.
You're really going for 18. Okay, but real
18 till I die. 18 till I die.
But actual age?
But I'm 33.
33. Yeah. That's okay for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 25.
He said 25. Okay. And Vince? So she threw the red flag for Devin and same reason, Lori? Same reason?
Same reason.
29.
Okay.
Okay. That's okay for you, 29?
Yes.
Okay, and?
33.
Okay.
Okay. So no more red flags.
No more red flags.
Okay. Oh, but okay. Share your name, age, and, well, you already did. Why are you waving?
No, just different life stages, and like for me, I am kind of like gung-ho. Like I really do like hey, like God, family, and I definitely do want to have children, especially with like I am bipolar, so there's a good chance my children might be bipolar, and that's a huge could be a huge deterrent for someone who's like unsure if someone who like wants kids or not. So I think just for both parties, I would prefer someone who definitely wants to have kids. But
okay, so
I like your sweater though. I like your sweater.
It's mutual.
It's mutual.
Okay. But
We're on
we
the
do
same
have,
page.
I want to make sure 5 that have not thrown red flags. Am I correct or am I tripping?
You're correct.
Christian.
I had a red flag. 2 of us have red flags.
Okay. Pull your red flags then. Yeah, just she did them for you, so you got to pull them just so I can keep track. So Christian, Rush, and Sean are the ones surviving. Those are your real ones, Lori. Do you have a question to narrow down between those 3?
Can you ask the question?
I can ask a question. In terms of first date, in one sentence, what is your ideal first date? Where would you take Lori? I want to start with Sean. Sean, first date, where would you take her?
Dinner and a movie, man. I'm an actor.
Okay, that's fair. Rush, Mike, and what first date?
I don't know, something related to adrenaline rush, because that would stimulate the brain, and if the brain gets stimulated, things happen. So for me, I don't know. Anything with related to adrenaline, you know, that would just brings out the best in you.
It does.
For the starters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Christian, first date.
The observatory.
Okay.
Okay.
I just fucking love space. If you don't like space, it's kind of not gonna happen.
Okay. Do those responses work for you?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Do either of you gentlemen, either of you three, have a question for Lori? If not, then I'm gonna have to ask her to eliminate one. So any question, any essential question?
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, married, hopefully kids. I do have a business that I've been working on. It's a notary and loan signing business. So I'm hoping that will be making 6 figures in the next 10 years. Hopefully renting out my place that I own now and buying more properties and traveling the world.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm a dreamer.
I love it. Okay. Any essential question from Rush or Christian? If not, she's going to have to eliminate one of you three. Any essential question?
I have a question.
What's your question?
My question is that how long you've been single and how many, how long you've been single? Were you not in an affair but having a physical affair, or you've been celibate? Because I'll tell you why. Because for last 3 years, I've been through a meditative process because all my chi has been opened. I did through Reiki. So I did not had an affair for 2 years. But then once I evolved and controlled my aura, now I'm open. So for 2 years, I didn't had any sex. But then I was out in the open meeting up people. But then again, for me to have sex is about having a connection, not just sex. So what's your story?
When was your last relationship? We can start there.
I was in a 9-year relationship, so I've been single for about 2 years now.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Ruth?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Christian, do you have an essential? If not, she's going to have to eliminate one of the three.
Army or Marines?
Both.
Marines.
Big hole over here. That's the only reason why.
That's the only reason?
It's the only reason.
Is that a valid reason?
It's a very valid reason. I was in the Army.
I knew he was going to say that.
Okay. I'm not going to go. Okay.
We know we don't care about, but.
Well, I love all branches. It's just working with the different branches. Just the service members are different for all of them.
I appreciate what you do. I would like to thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
But yeah, I just don't see how you pick the Marines over the Army. What is it?
We won't go into that. Well, hold on to your flag. Okay, well, that was a self-elimination, technically. We have two. We have Rush and Sean Paul. Do you have another question, Lori, for these two real ones? Do you already know? Maybe you want to wave the red flag on one? I hate to ask, do you want to wave the red flag on both? What are you feeling?
Can you ask a question?
I can ask a question. Why?
I like her.
I love it, and that's my job. Why are you single?
I'm single because I wanted to work on myself. I was in a long...
I ask good questions. They don't pay me well
It is a good
enough.
question.
Okay. I would want you to finish, though, Lori. So you were saying you work on yourself?
Your red flag.
Well, I want you to answer more, though.
Just because I was ready to work on myself and, just meet new people. I was in a long relationship, so...
Okay. Sean, tell us, why is that a red flag?
Yeah, if I'm with somebody for a long time, I want them to stay with me for a long time. I don't want them to feel like they are ready to evolve and leave me. And I don't know if it was like that or not, but that type of loyalty for me is like that's something that I draw the line on. Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to share, or are you okay with that response, or?
I'm okay with that response, but when you're in a relationship, sometimes the relationship can run its course and the two people can fall out of love. And if neither party is happy, then it's time for you to go.
Agreed.
Otherwise, you're just going to be unhappy for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like her.
All right. You threw the red flag. She didn't. Okay. So
That's where I stand.
I only see one red flag left on that table. Do you have, Rich, do you have a question for Lori or?
We've been asking you.
Yeah, do you have another question, Lori, or are you just?
We do need to hear from you.
Do you just feel that he's the real one? You want to come up and do you have a question or?
No.
What's essential to you? Do you have something really important that
What's essential to me?
can determine a relationship? Yeah. Do you have a question that can determine a relationship?
What can determine a relationship? There are so many factors that can determine a
Right.
relationship.
Do you have one? Or if not, Rush, do you have a question?
Yeah, I mean.
Use your mic. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my lady, but you should have asked me something that shows a little bit of interest, you know? Since you have no interest to know me in front of, we're doing something worthy of time. I mean, it's just turned me off right now. You should have asked me anything, you know?
So do you want to, are you going to get a red flag for that?
I don't want to give her a red flag because I like her vibe, but it's just the fact that I'm going to give her, no, not the red flag, but you could have asked me anything. So
Do you have a question, Lori, or you just?
It just turned me off. Imagine I'm standing at your position and you say to me that, hey, I like you. And the host asked me, do you have anything to ask to her? And I said, no. How would you feel? You know?
I totally understand your point.
But you're amazing. I liked everything.
I guess my nerves get the best of me at times.
They were loving you. No need to be nervous.
Sometimes I do get nervous and I do lose my train of thought, and I do respect your time. I did come from Palm Springs tonight to be here to do the show with you guys.
I also drove 45 minutes.
So I guess I'm not the best at asking questions.
It's okay. You don't.
That's why I was.
My lady, you don't have to be sorry for nothing. Okay. It's just, something just triggered me off. That's it.
That's fine.
Do we feel that there's some real one connection here, or?
Right now, I was feeling from the beginning, but not right now.
Okay. Well, it appears all the red flags have been thrown. That was
Awesome.
a pretty interesting moment right there. But Lori, this is a real one. So can we still clap it up for Lori, please? Her nerves shouldn't have got the best of her. She's amazing. She's amazing. Thank you, Lori. I will take your mic. I will take your red flag, and I'll ask you to leave out that way. But you are awesome. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. Clap it up one more time.
Thank you,
for
Lori. God bless.
Clap
Thank
it
you.
up. That's a real one. Thank you. Thank you. Oh wow, what is it? Okay, do you want to take her out then? What are we doing? Wait, then wait. Okay, so come back. Wait. So come back. Come back. Oh wow. Yeah, because that wasn't a valid reason anyway. Hold this mic for me. Okay, you hold this now.
It's a very valid.
Wow, she was feeling you.
I'm gonna have to change her mind.
Okay, well I'm gonna pull this out now. I'm gonna drop this.
outta
Do
here.
you have? I'm guessing you don't. Do you have a final question for Christian?
I'm gonna have to ask.
Something.
I want to ask you something.
Something. To his point.
She just wasn't feeling you.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
He got up from his seat. So do you have?
I like that. I do like that. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
You're good.
I said something.
How long did you serve?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, I did my 4 and out. I started to grow a beard and I couldn't cut it. I'm sorry. I'm dead ass. That was my reason for not relisting.
That's a good reason. That's a good
because I just like it. It looks good. It's a good beard, right?
Reason.
But that was it though.
So that was Lori's final question. Do you have a final question for Lori?
No, I think we've kind of grilled you enough.
It's time to take her out.
Yeah, it's time to take her out.
Then my final question is, do we think this could be a real one connection? Could it be? Lori, what do you think? Could it be a real one connection?
Yes.
Do you think it could be a real one connection?
Yeah.
Clap for this one. Clap. Well, I was scared for a minute. I was scared. Wow. I will take your mic. Can you escort that wonderful lady out and you guys go do some military things, okay? Clap it up one more time. Clap it up. Oh my God. Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, I was scared. Oh my gosh. Next contestant coming up. Oh my God. Our next contestant is here and I'm so excited. Would you please enter? And would you please do me the favor of standing on that yellow X?
Yes.
Stand on that yellow X for me. Wonderful. You're amazing.
Hi.
Would you please share your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, my name is Jada. I'm 26 and I host dating events and I'm getting my real estate license.
Amazing. Wow. No red flags yet. I'd love to see it. Can you tell me this? What makes you a real one, Jada? What makes you a real one?
I think because I do speed dating events, I like know what people are looking for, and I love people and I love love. So I would think that I would be a real one because of that.
Awesome. Love to hear that. And no one has picked up a red flag yet, so that's a good sign. So you know what they want. Oh my gosh, this might be a creepy experience. Let's go for this. What are 3 of your red flags, Jada? 3 things that if someone does this in a relationship, it's a no-go.
If someone does this in a relationship, it's a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
What if I can't think of any? Is that my red flag? That's
Could be a
probably
problem.
my
You
red
should
flag.
know what you don't want.
Oh, what I don't want from someone else.
Exactly. What's a red flag if someone does
for
this?
other people. Okay, that's easy.
Sure,
What I
3
do
things.
not want is someone who is not spiritual, not willing to work on themselves, whether it's physically, mentally, any which way. And I think just being anything but kind and loving toward me and my family.
Got it. Okay. We did have 1 red flag pulled and waved. Would you share your name, your age, even what you do and why you're waving?
I'm Brett. I'm 33, and I'm a project manager in the HVAC industry. And it was just the spiritual part. I'm not really a spiritual person. Other ones, awesome though.
Okay.
Awesome. That's only 1 red flag. The rest have not, Jada, which is beautiful. Let's go for this. What are you looking for in a real one? What are you looking for in a man?
I think someone who loves God, is goal oriented, and just is like a loving human being. I feel like when you're a good person, it's just easy for other things to fall in place. So I feel like you can work on a lot of stuff, but if you're not a good person, generally speaking, it's hard. Everything is harder when you're not a good person. So.
Got it. Okay. No red flags pulled. This is looking good. So I'm going to ask one more question that seems to be really important. You kind of already spoke on it, so I'll kind of just speak to the one end. You spoke to religion being important. Mm-hmm. Politics. Do you want someone that is very political, not political, moderate? Share with us.
I would say moderate. I think it's important to be aware of what's going on and be willing to do the research, especially with what's going on right now. But I think being too involved can take away from just happiness and like living life to the fullest. So I think it's important to educate yourself, but just don't be too crazy about it. You know, have a good day.
That's awesome. All right. They're feeling it. Oh, but we've got a red flag. Would you share your name, your age, and why you're waving?
Yes. My name is Vince. I am 29 and I'm an engineer. And I do agree that people need to touch grass more and not get too involved with the shows of politics. But I will say that I am definitely conservative and my values are definitely very conservative. However, I am disenfranchised with the modern Republican Party. But my values are definitely rooted in conservative values. So.
Okay. Does that work for you, Jada? Would you say your values are more conservative or are they more liberal? What would you say to that?
I would say I'm open. I wouldn't be against someone being conservative, but it's not preferred.
Okay. Interesting. But we don't have any red flags thrown. So what I'm going to have to do is ask the gentlemen that have not pulled a red flag, which is still four of them, rather. Do you have an essential question for Jada? Do you have a question that could determine your real one connection? Name, age, and your question.
Hi, my name is Rish. I'm 33 years of age. I have a question for you, Jada. So you do speed dating for a living?
Yeah, I host speed dating events.
So how come the host doesn't have a boyfriend? Your speed dating must be going wrong somewhere, right?
So that could be
That's
my
why you're
red
here.
flag because I met my ex speed dating and that's how I got into it. So yes.
So you're still in touch with your ex?
I'm not.
So
I don't stay in touch with exes.
Okay. So you're doing speed dating for how long?
I started originally in October.
Okay. It's just I'm just curious to know that you might have been meeting a lot of people, right? For speed dating, but you didn't find anybody where you do your stuff. You had to come to the
actually the majority of
real OG section.
That's actually a good question. The majority of my events are actually queer. So I actually originally met my ex speed dating and the company that I speed dated with didn't have queer events. And so I decided to host my own and it's actually been really profitable.
But when you say queer, you mean it's like gay speed dating?
Men seeking men, women seeking women, all of that. Yeah.
Okay. So you're straight, right?
I'm straight. Yes.
Okay.
That's a very valid question these days. Let's go for this. Devin, do you have an essential question for Jada?
It's kind of rooting off of that.
Parody
Where
off
are you
that.
doing your the speed dating at?
So I actually have 4 locations. I have one in Temple City, 2 in West Hollywood, and 1 in Hollywood. 2 are at boba places, and 1's at a coffee shop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Let's go. Sean Paul, do you have or Joshua an essential question?
No.
You okay? Joshua, do you have a question?
Okay, I do. So my name's Joshua. I'm 23. Do you always do your nails that long?
No.
No?
It depends
Just
on
like
what I'm
when you're
doing.
done?
So when I travel, I get them a little shorter. When I'm feeling more like artsy, I get them longer. It just depends on the vibe.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's done.
Okay. All right. Well, if we don't have another question for Jada, I might have to give you a red flag, which I am.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to step back just a little. Perfect. Would you ask an essential question to kind of narrow down? Do you have an essential that could determine whether you want to keep some of these real ones on the table or
Do I ask them individually or just all
ask
of
them
them?
all the same question? It would save a little time. Ask
Okay.
them one general question that's essential to you.
Travel. Is travel important to you guys?
Let's start with Devin.
My name is Devin. I'm 25. Travel is definitely important. I can take time off of work anytime, really. So I love traveling.
Okay.
Okay. And Rush, next.
How many countries have you traveled, my lady?
I'm doing 30 under 30
30 countries?
before I turn 30.
Oh, before you turn. No, how many countries have you traveled till now?
I don't know exactly how many, but I've been to Thailand, I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Iceland, I've been to Italy, I've been to Paris, I've been to London.
Okay, we'll etc. there. So that's good. Perfect.
quite a
So I think
few.
she's answering your
More
question.
than 10.
I'm interested.
More than 10.
So now to answer her question, Rush, are you open to traveling?
Yeah, been really blessed to have a family where after finishing my education, they sent me out with my cousins to see the world. So even before I could become a man, I saw half of the world. I've been to Europe. I'm from India, so I've been to Europe. I've been to US. My family lives here. Almost, I would say, give or take, 25, 26 countries, minus the Gulf.
That's awesome.
Didn't touch any Gulf countries. Didn't need to.
Awesome. Okay. And Sean Paul.
I love traveling. I'm filling out my passport as much as I can.
Perfect. And
I definitely think traveling is cool. But right now I don't really have interest in traveling too much, like out of the States. But definitely like in the future for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay, one more. Then you got to eliminate two
Oh,
because we still
I have
have
to eliminate
1,
two.
2, 3, 4 that have not thrown. So yeah, you got to eliminate two. But ask your question.
Okay. Do any of you have kids?
I got a 5-year-old heart.
Okay.
But no children.
5-year-old heart.
Joking. No kids.
Okay.
Jokes. Okay, Devin, children.
I have no kids.
Okay.
No children. Yeah, dog.
Okay, and Josh.
Yeah, no kids.
Okay. Do any of you guys not want kids?
I want kids. Sooner.
I want kids, but not at the moment.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
I want
still living.
kids.
Okay.
I don't think I want kids.
Okay. Okay. So now,
So now you have to eliminate two, JD. You got to eliminate
so
two.
I would eliminate you and you.
Okay, tell us why. Rush first. Why are you giving a red flag for? And wave the red flag for me, just for the aesthetic. Beautiful. Yeah. Now tell us why you're waving.
That was kind of. I think you've traveled a lot, and I feel like I still want to travel. And I'm not newer to it, even though I've traveled quite a bit. But I'm still like really wanting to get out there. And you sound like you've been to a lot of places. So I don't know if you would still want to travel the way that I do.
I could have saved you a lot of money, you know? Giving you some free expert advice, where to go, where to stay.
I love that. That's true.
Do you want to retract your flag, or you're still sticking with it, even though the travel savings?
I would stick beside it.
Okay, we'll stick beside it.
Stick beside
and you gave another red flag
Yeah.
to which individual?
What's your name?
To
Tim?
Joshua.
Okay,
Joshua.
why did you wave your red flag for Joshua?
I only gave it because you said you don't think you want kids, and I want 4 kids. So
why 4 specifically?
So when I was younger, I grew up being really close with my brother, and it's just he and I was just like, it would be so much nicer to have like a big family. And so I think I want 4. I'm gonna start with 2 and then work my way up. But I kids is really important to me. So I've tried the well, maybe I don't want them, maybe I do.
But
and
you
I know I do. So I don't want to play games.
Okay. So we have Devin and Sean Paul that are still alive. Joshua, just for my sake, would you grab the red flag? Thank you. Perfect. Okay. We have 2. Do either of you have an essential for Jada? Because if not, we got to start to narrow it down.
I do have a question. There's been talk about in our other conversations about independency within the relationship. Me, I enjoy hanging out with my friends, I'm a raver. A lot of times that always gets a red flag there. So like, what would that be like in the relationship aspect?
Okay, well, I'll say on the raver thing, I've been to EDC twice, so I haven't raved a lot, but I think that's cool. Secondly, I think it's important to keep your independence within a relationship. I don't think you should be codependent. So I think it's good to have a life, have things that you love outside of being within a relationship. I feel like if you love spending a lot of time together, that's nice. But like having your own life I like to have my own. So yeah. Anything else?
Does that work for you, Devin? That response? Perfect. Sean Paul, do you have a essential question, or you're just feeling Jada?
No, I'm feeling you, Jada.
Okay. Jada, do you have a question? Because if not, I might have to have you eliminate one. There's a few more questions I could ask, but I want to see if you have one, because you're the real one.
Okay. I would like to ask, how do you guys feel about going to church on Sundays?
Let's start with Sean Paul.
I haven't missed in months.
Okay.
Wow.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Wait, but just answer a question first.
I can still answer. I was in a relationship where church was a big thing. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that I don't respect God or I understand God as a higher being. But I think just the push every Sunday from my ex, it was a lot. Like I would miss church and she'd be like, you didn't show up, you didn't do this, and it was just a lot. So it's just I think it's just that still is there and present in me. So
But you have a relationship with God, and
yes.
are you Christian?
I am Christian.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
Do you want to keep your red flag, or do you want to
still wave it?
Okay. All right. Well, it appears that there's only one real one left that has not thrown a red flag. Now, Jada, how are you feeling right now? Do you feel like you want to ask Sean Paul another question? Do you want a red flag? You have a red flag in here. What do you want to do?
Yeah. How old are you?
35.
35. Think I'm gonna red flag. I'm 26 and I do want someone closer to my age.
That is quite all right.
Tell me why you want someone closer to your age.
Mainly because I'm really close with my brother and he just turned 30, and I don't know why, but I just don't necessarily want someone older than him.
Okay.
How would you think a 33-year-old, a 35-year-old would behave? He could be a kid.
Oh, it's not about maturity necessarily. I think I just like
So
the age.
Age has got nothing to do, my lady.
You're right.
But you want what you want, right, Jada?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh boy. And R. Kelly wrote that. My goodness. Okay. But that appears then that all the red flags technically have been distributed. But can we please clap it up for Jada?
Thank you,
Jada is a
guys.
real one. We got super close to a match. I'm excited still. You are a real one. I will take your red flag. You are awesome. Thank you, Jada. Did you have something else you wanted to say? You look like...
No.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Clap it up one more time for Jada then.
Good luck with the speed dating.
Thank you. You can go out that way. You're amazing.
Good luck with the
Thank you.
speed dating.
Let's get ready for our next contestant. That was awesome, folks. Thank you so much. Our next contestant is here, a real one. Let's do it. Would you please enter? Thank you so much. And would you please do me a favor and step on the yellow X? Step on the yellow X for me. Thank you oh so very much. Would you please share with these gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, my name is Kita. I am 34 years old and I am a special effects makeup artist.
Awesome. So a little special effects work. We love it. Share this. What makes you a real one, Kita? What makes you a real one?
Get my own money. I'm mature. I'm nice. I'm just Kita.
Okay. That's beautiful. You are you. Now, tell me this. What are 3 red flags that you don't tolerate in a relationship? If your partner does something that you would consider a red flag, tell us what those are.
If you don't like animals, that's a red flag. I have 7 cats, 4 tarantulas, 3 centipedes.
Oh, okay. We just had 3 red flags pulled. Do you have any other red flags, though, before you? That was only the animals one. Just give us the other 2.
Selfish, if you're selfish.
Okay. One more, maybe?
If you don't like scary movies.
Okay. So we have some red flags thrown. Let's start with Joshua. Name, age, and why you're waving.
Okay, I'm Joshua. I'm 23. I love scary movies, so that's cool that you like those too. I think for me, it's just the cats. I hate cats. I've never met a nice cat. And maybe yours are like adorable and like really nice, but still something in me would just hate them. Like,
But why?
they're even like the household cats too. Household cats, stray cats, all of them. I hate them.
So adorable. Like,
They're mean.
they're not mean.
They're mean is what they are.
They are not mean.
Maybe her cats aren't mean.
My cats are sweet.
You don't want to take the risk?
Nope.
Okay.
You would love my cats.
All right.
Okay.
Now, next, name, age, and why you're waving.
Sean Paul, I'm 35. I'm an actor and a filmmaker too, so I was very excited. But I am allergic to cats. My roommate has two, and it's too much. 7 would kill me.
They're so cute.
Well, you don't want them to die, though.
No, I don't. But you know.
Next, we have name, age, and why you're waving.
I'm Brett. I'm 33, and it's not that I don't love animals. Just sounds like a lot going on in that household, and I like a little more peace in the household than that probably brings. So
It's peaceful. It's just a lot of animals.
All right. And we had another red flag. Name, age, and why you waved.
My name is Devin, 25. The cats, I don't mind. I'm a cat dad myself, you know? But it was the tarantulas and the centipedes.
What's wrong with that?
Centipedes are too close to snakes for me, and that is my phobia, like for life.
Okay, and I do have 3 snakes. I didn't add that in there.
You got snakes?
Yes.
In the house?
Yes.
Okay, so just for National Geographic knowledge, the snake stops eating when they want to eat you. So when he stops eating, you should know he wants to eat you.
I haven't had that problem, so.
So FYI.
Okay. So thank you, Devin. And now we have another name, age, and why you pulled a red flag.
Hi, my name is Vince. I'm 29. I'm an engineer. It's, I think, different life stages and also as well as a bit too much animals. But I do appreciate you being an animal lover, and your vibe is definitely positive.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate that.
We only have one red flag that hasn't been thrown or waved. Let me ask you this. What are you looking for in a man, Kita?
Well, I have a husband, so I'm looking for a second husband.
You have a husband?
Yeah, so I'm looking for a second husband. So we all live together with animals and, you know, big happy family.
I mean, what do you mean by you say you got a husband?
Well, I
a
have-
husband in the house and you're gonna let another guy in and
Yeah, well, I believe in having 2 husbands. Like, why would I have one husband when I can have 2 husbands?
yeah, for sure. Polygamy is up to you.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Oh, you have no problem with that?
No, because see, you have to understand one thing. Polygamy is a choice, right? And everybody has their own choice. I have no problem with your choice. If men can marry 4 women, women can marry 2 men too.
Yeah, I plan on marrying 5.
You can marry 5? Wait, we got a whale of a vagina then. If we marry 5.
Okay.
Jokes
Well,
apart.
So that's one of your well, that's a red flag for you.
That's a red flag.
So use your mic. Why is that a red flag?
Just the fact that, you know, right now I'm not in a position to share.
Mhm.
So that's it.
So you would want this thickness all to yourself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I
Sound
want to
effect.
share. Like,
Okay.
we could all be a big family, you know?
But the point is, which part I'm gonna take? That's the question.
What do you mean, which part?
I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking.
Well,
You're not the only one with the funny bone, bro.
Hey! You're spitting facts. Okay. Well, that is all the red flags that have been taken. I did want you to share at least your third thing you're looking for in a man. They cut you off, kind of.
The third thing I'm looking for in a man is
You have another?
Another man.
Another man.
Another man.
Okay. All right. Well,
like a
we
whole
do
bunch
thank
of them.
Kita for coming out. She is a real
Kita.
one. Can we clap it up
Beautiful.
for Kita, please? Can we clap it up? I will take your mic. Thank you. You can exit out that way. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, that was exciting. We do have another contestant coming right up, so let's get ready for our next contestant. Our final contestant is here. Would you please enter, you wonderful real one, and would you step in back of the yellow X, so not on it, but in back.
I know you.
What's up?
Would you please share your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Lexi. I'm 26, and I'm an actor model.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, would you tell us why you're a real one? What makes you a catch, Lexi? Why are you special? Why are you a real one?
That's my answer. No, I tell it like it is. I'm real. I'm 100%. I'm authentic, genuine, and I'm real.
Awesome. Okay, she's a real one. Let's go for this. What are 3 red flags that you have when it comes to a relationship? So if your partner does one of these 3 things, 2, 3, that it's a no-go for you.
So I'm a pretty independent person. So if you are controlling, that's definitely a red flag. I do not want to have anything to do with you. If you are like possessive, I also like believe in like open relationships and stuff like that. So if that's not, yeah, okay.
All right.
If that's not your vibe, then you won't like me. And I guess animal lovers too. That tells a lot about a person. I have 2 cats. One of them is a kitten. Yeah, I will listen to the last one.
Okay. Let us begin. We did get some red flags. Let's start with Mr. Vince right here. Name, age, and why you're waving.
Hi, my name is Vince. I'm 29, engineer, and it's the open relationship thing that's deal breaker for me. But I do like the fact that you're an animal lover.
Awesome. We got another red flag right over here. Name, age, and why you're waving.
I am Brett. I'm 33, and it was also the open relationship thing. I'm all for independence and having our own lives, but I don't share my partner.
Okay. And we got one more red flag right here. Name, age, and why you're waving.
I'm Joshua. I'm 23, and it's not the open relationship thing. I think that's cool, but it's the cats.
What's your thing about cats?
I hate cats.
Why?
The woman that was just up here too.
I heard.
She has, she had about. She said she had like 1 million cats in her house. I'm like, what? No, it's just I don't know. They just gross me out. They're always mean.
Do you like dogs?
I love dogs. Yeah.
That
I have a
answers
dog
everything.
myself.
Where's my flag?
Well, I'll give you one in a moment. We're not there quite yet. But okay.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Just the cats. You don't like dogs?
I was just making a joke. I love dogs.
Okay. Me too.
Awesome. Well, let's continue. So we do have 3 that have not thrown red flags. Devin has not, Rush has not, and Sean Paul has not. So let's go for my next question. Why are you single?
I'm not.
So
I believe in open relationships.
So you're already in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you're looking to add to that relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm looking to add to my relationship. They're their own person. I'm my own person, and who I date is up to me. So I'm dating them, but then I can also date somebody else.
Okay.
It's not a throuple. That's not how it works. It's just me. I'm the only one that's dating.
Okay. That's fine with these 3. They have not thrown red flags for that. Let's go for another. I want to ask the guys, do you have an essential question for Lexi before we start to narrow it down? Ruth, do you have a question?
I have a question.
Name,
Hi.
age, and your question.
My name is Rish. I'm 33, and I have a question for you. My lady, why you want to be in an open relationship? And if you're not happy, why don't you just separate and look for somebody better? Are you with your guy just because of something like emotional or financial or some stability? Because when you say open relationship, it means when 2 people are entwined with each other but looking to excite their sexual life, so they go and meet other people. That's when they come into an open relationship, according to me. So if you are looking for something like that, could you be more explicit? Thank you.
Sorry, I got a little lost there at the end, but so first of all, I don't base my romantic relationships on sex, and I don't think having an open relationship and looking for a third person is solely a sexual experience. I'm looking for another connection, and whatever that means, however that is going to be, romantic, platonic, friendship, or sexual, a combination of all of them, a combination of one of those or 2 of those, whatever that is, that's what I'm looking for. And to assume that I'm not happy just because I'm in an open relationship is really rude. I love my boyfriend, but I can also love you guys. You can love more than one person. You can love your mom, you can love your dad, you can love your partner, you can love your friends, you can love more than one person.
I know, but that's a wrong answer. Sorry.
So is that a red flag for you?
I'm still trying to gauge her.
Oh.
It would be too rookie of me to just give her a red flag right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to read her mind. How do you guys know each other? How do you know Sean Paul? Acting. You guys work together?
We've one project, 2 projects, I think. We've been on 2 projects.
So brotherhood. What do you think about this lady?
I think she's amazing.
Why didn't you ask her out when you met her, bro?
Because she had a boyfriend.
Didn't she tell you she's in an open relationship?
Not on set.
Okay. Thank you for doing my job. Thank you.
Sorry,
Let's
brother.
continue. So we have to start narrowing it down to some degree, Lexi. So I might have to pull a red flag. Do you have an essential question for these three gentlemen, or I'm gonna have to give you a flag and you're gonna eliminate one? What do you want to do? Do you want to ask a question, or do you already have one?
Well, you haven't
wanna
said
eliminate?
anything. Wait, is your flag still up, or did you put it?
He has not. If they're on the table, that means they haven't.
What do you? Oh, you're an actor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do in your free time?
I go to festivals.
Festivals, kind of festivals.
EDM.
EDM. Did you go to Hard Summer?
I did. Yeah.
You did.
Were you there?
I was there.
What was your favorite set?
Subtronics. Very in, but
Okay.
Dylan
Did you-
Francis. Go ahead.
Did you see Levity?
I did see Levity.
That was a great set.
Wow. Feeling a little real one connection there. We'll see what happens. I do have a
telling you.
question. That was great. So let's continue to answer. Did you have a? Well, let's go to Sean Paul. Do you have a question for Lexi?
How'd you get here today? You want to ride home?
Wow.
From another set, actually. I'm good.
Wow. Okay, that was a very straightforward question. Rich, do you have a question for Lexi, or are you good? Okay. Lexi, do you have a question for them? Because he asked you a question, what you did for fun. Do you have a question for them? If not, I'm gonna have to give you a red flag, and you're gonna have to eliminate one.
What kind of music do you like?
I listen to everything from
Give me a real answer. It's not a real answer. Give me like an artist. Give me a genre.
My day when I go into the gym, I listen to hip hop. When I am waking up in the morning, I listen to jazz. When I'm driving here, I was listening to the oldies. When I was I play harmonica and blues. I'm soul man. No.
Wow. That's amazing. Oh my
Damn,
God.
that was impressive.
That's amazing. Yeah. I never see people playing that anymore.
I really just love it.
So he meant everything.
Yeah,
It's very valid.
Like I listen to gospel and I listen to country because harmonica and everything is all vibration. It's all
Use your mic too. Yeah.
Oh, it's all energy. It's all vibration. Same thing with the raves and you guys. It's
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. We can ask that question to Rush. Do you want to answer her question?
Sure.
Yeah. I listen to Bollywood. I listen to hip hop. Yeah, lately I think I've started listening to hip hop more because Eminem is back.
Very good. Okay. And Mr. Henry.
I listen to everything. Country, hip hop, EDM music as well. Very all around.
Okay. Do you have another question? Or if not, I'm going to have to, Josh, I'm going to have to borrow your red flag. I just want this at least in Lexi's hand. Lexi, if you know you want to eliminate one now, you can, or you can ask another question to narrow it down. But that has to be then the last questions.
Sorry, I'm gonna wave my flag at you because I did not like what you said to me at all about the open relationship stuff.
Okay. All right. You hold on to it because you might have to eliminate more. So you have two surviving real ones. You have two surviving. Did you have a question to narrow it down, or I can throw it to you guys? You guys have another essential question for Lexi. If not, I can ask. Hey, I do have a job. I can ask. Let me ask this. I'll start with Devin. Where would you take Lexi on? What would you do for a first date in like 1 to 2 sentences?
1 to 2 sentences. I'm a heavy drinker. So I enjoy going out and having drinks. If not, if a rave's coming up, we might be able to hit a rave together. But most definitely like food and drink probably be my first option.
Okay. And Sean Paul?
I'd probably take you to a drum circle. I think we get along and find a drum circle at sunset and go chill down there.
Like a sound healing drum circle?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I'm a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian?
Mm-hmm.
My mom's a vegetarian.
Okay. I like it.
Okay.
I like both of them, so I don't
Okay. Hey, we're feeling it. So we're going to have to keep narrowing it down. I don't want you to have to do anything drastic yet. Let's ask this very controversial question for some. Religion or politics? Do those things matter to you? Can someone be very religious, not religious at all, very political, not political at all? Let us know.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I've got tattoos and piercings. Like, I'm a feminist. I'm bisexual. I'm in an open relationship. If you don't agree with all of that, then you're probably conservative, and I probably don't want to talk to you.
Okay. Now, what about the religion aspect? So you politics.
Well, I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in God. I believe that God is I think we are God. I think we are the universe, and it's within us. But that's faith. Faith is faith. It's kind of how I see that.
Okay. Does that work for you gentlemen?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. So unless y'all have an essential, I'm going to have to ask her to do something kind of drastic because we've got to start to narrow it down. Do you have a question?
Yeah. Something that pops up a lot now is astrology. What's your astrology sign?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
no.
I'm sorry.
Now-
Great. Let me say. Great.
I saw that coming.
Wait. Take your flag, though.
I love your energy, honestly. Like, even like flag or no flag. But my ex was a Pisces, and I'm a Gemini, and they say Pisces and Gemini, then in the road.
Yeah, Gemini is not my favorite sign.
Yeah. So.
Well,
all right. What? Oh.
Are you a Gemini?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God. See why that?
Throw the law, bro.
I don't believe in that.
I was just about to say, see why
it doesn't bother me.
discrimination is
I was
terrible?
more for the joke at the Gemini thing.
Yeah. Wait, but are you really throwing a red flag or no?
No.
Oh.
I was joking. That was my one retraction.
Were you
retraction,
Were
right?
you joking about not the Geminis and you not really vibing?
Oh, I wasn't joking about that, but I also agree. Like, it's just astrology. Like, I am astrology girly for sure, but it's just astrology.
Okay. So we only have one real one left. I don't want to get too drastic yet. Do you have another question for Sean Paul?
Why didn't you come to that one gig?
Which one?
The one that I helped you get.
Oh, I got booked for something else that day. Yeah, sorry. It paid more.
That's fair.
Sean Paul, do you have another question for Lexi? All right, then I think I need you to come on up because I might have to pull out a green flag rather, and see what we can do. So stand right here with me. We'll back up just a little. You're perfect. Let me just ask maybe 1, 2, 3 more questions. Do you have a final question for Lexi?
Did you think when we met on set this would happen?
No.
And Lexi, do you have a final question for?
Did you?
No.
Okay. Then my final question is, do we both feel this could be a real one connection?
Maybe.
Okay, then can we clap it up? Because this is two real ones coming together and matching. So I will take your mic, Lexi, and I will take, oh, you don't have a red flag, right? Oh, you threw it. Hey, throw that thing. Now go throw yourself to this man's arm and go walk out. Clap for him. Clap, they did their thing. Wow, that's beautiful. That's what happens on a real one. Oh my gosh. Thank you folks for watching this wonderful episode. Thank you, my real ones that maybe you didn't find a real one this time, but maybe you will next time. And thank you for watching, folks. Continue to like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next episode of A Real One. Thank you. One more time, clap, guys, just for the aesthetic. Thank you, we did it. I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do. Or this video here, which is groundbreaking. Or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.